The Edmonds School District has had a long-term building program, and we have a pretty well-articulated planning process. And for the Meadowdale project, we took the opportunity to really do something different and make this a model for middle school educational programs.
I absolutely loved the collaborative process where we were going back and forth and deciding how we were going to build this. And the big part was it's a 21st century school, and teaching 21st century, it went together.
This was going to be the first middle school we'd ever done. And one of the first things we did was bring in a visioning consultant for the initial phase, but there was a moment when everything changed.
When John Wiles joined the group, there was sort of this aha moment amongst the existing Meadowdale staff about what it really means to be a learner in the age of emerging adolescence. Part of the result of that was a series of personalized learning communities.
The word personalized learning became essential to design. Developmentally, we have to be honoring each child as an individual and also teach the whole child. They need opportunities to explore their interests, and they need indoor and outdoor space and lots of flexible space.
The core planning principle was creating these 5 personal learning communities, loosely connected, that consisted of classrooms and flexible labs grouped around a central shared area.
You have like these spaces that you can come out to for group projects and to do your homework.
Collaborative learning is happening throughout the school. And for the kids, this is a more natural social environment. They're connecting learning with positive social behavior, and I think this is affecting how they are outside of the classroom.
The idea of a shared instructional area or a shared learning area outside of a series of classrooms isn't necessarily new. I think what's really special about this space is how well it's working.
The size, we actually nailed it. It's not too big, it's not too small. The bistro height, computer counters, and the round tables and soft seating all allow every learner to have a space that fits their learning style.
There's a space by the library where you could go outside and with your class, and it just feels a lot more like open, I guess, and there's a lot more options.
You can't score more points with a student than when you can open up the doors and move the learning outside.
It was clear to us in the planning stage that the Commons was going to be the heart of the school, and it wanted to be a special place that was tailored to the social needs of the emerging adolescent.
We called it the family room when we designed it. We created cave spaces for kids who during lunchtime wanted to be alone. There was different bistro height tables or different stadium seats or different areas where they could go.
The old building, you'd walk in and it was dark and dungeonous and not a good space for students to be. In the new space, students come and go, so they'll eat their lunch and then there's the extension of going outside. There's still enough supervision. So as a teacher looking outside, I can see that students are actively playing and having fun. If they're not into going outside, they have the choice to go up to the library. They have the choice to play games or to just sit and just relax. So it's a great space for all students to interact.
When we make quality space for students, we tell our students that we value what they do, and we value who they are, and we value what they're learning. These students have felt that as they've come here, and we've seen that reflected in the improvement in student behavior, the improvement in community engagement in the school since it's opened.
There's just something about walking into the school that just makes you excited about learning, and I think where the old school kind of distracted you, this building, you can just see it on kids' faces when you walk through the halls. They're just so excited to be in this space.
When I first came to Meadowdale, which would have been 8 years ago now, we struggled with culture and climate, adults and students, and probably our parent connections. We just finished our 2nd year in the building, and we are an outstanding school with a very healthy culture and climate, low turnover, teachers fighting to get here, and our parent connections are stronger than ever.
The new building makes it a lot easier to come to school and be happy. You want to come here instead of having to come here. It's really transformed school into a better place for a lot of kids.